Matrix Digivolution.
Yo, my Matrix Digivolve 2.
Welcome back to Digi Destination. Today we have ourselves our first Bt-16 packs coming in these beautiful, wonderful adventure boxes. So I have a Wormmon box, as you can see there. We have the nice Wormmon figure in there. We'll definitely get him out of the box later. We have the promo Wormmon there. And then we also have a Vmon box as well. So these are the movie promotional cards, just in the colored versions. These cards, I guess, are already out, unless you didn't go to Digimon Adventure 2 the beginning, where these cards were given out. These are just the colored versions of them. And actually, for the Imperial setup, this is actually a pretty good setup. Now, I got these randomly from Target. I saved up a gift card for literally 6 months, knowing adventure boxes were going to come out at Target, knowing that this sort of product was coming out, held on to them for a while. So I only paid $3 for these, just the shipping to get them to the house. Didn't pay a dime otherwise. And let's get into these as we go for this next episode of Digi Destination. Here we go. All right, so we are back. We got everything out of the boxes. We just have our promotional cards here. So we got the Vmon and the Wormmon here that go back to back. These are all definitely going to get sleeved up, just because the promo cards in these are generally pretty well received. These ones are already like pretty high, the movie ones, and I imagine they lost a lot of value, which is unfortunate because I like fleeced somebody out of a lot of these where I probably could have sold them for a lot more at that point in time. And then behind the Vmon one here, we actually have a Gatomon one as well. Sweet. So I know you got 2 cards in there. I just didn't know what the setup was. So it looks as if that you get 2 different ones in here. So I got 2 Vs, a Worm, and a Gatomon in here, which is pretty stinking cool. This Gatomon is a pretty highly sought after one for yellow decks. And that'd be a cool one just to kind of throw in there. So we also have the nice little setup here. So we also got the nice Vmon and Wormmon things in here. And as typical Bandai fashion, they have these in like the worst plastic of all time. Like these are literally the worst plastics to open up of all time. There's nothing more that I open up that is so difficult to open up out of a plastic thing. But it has a nice little spot here for Wormmon to set in there. So that's pretty cool. These obviously are nice little memory counters. That's what they are meant to be. When it comes to the card game, they're just meant to be little memory counters. And having the V and the Wormmon is pretty stinking adorable. So I will say that these come in the hardest plastics of all time to get out of. Know that going in. But those are sweet little things. And we got, obviously, 8 packs to open up. This is going to be the important bit. We have 8 packs to open up of Beginning Observer. These are going to be my personal first packs of Beginning Observer. This is going to be fun stuff. So first of all, we got ourselves a Tankdramon, a Mummymon, Agumon, which is the Marcus Damon version, Darugamon, Sheepmon, Lopmon X Antibody, which obviously is one of the ones that is pretty necessary for some of those decks going forward, Commandramon, Solugermon, which is big for the SOC deck in the deck setup, the new Vmon, Namakimon, Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode, which that'll go into a sleeve later and into the binder. And we have ourselves a Klymon Rare in there as well. Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode, the new one there. Very, very cool card coming out of the first pack. Mechanorimon is the first card of the second pack. Shootmon, the XV, that's going to go with the V. So we're already collecting some cards that are going to go into decks later for me. Madleomon, the Galgamon. Now this thing is sweet. Definitely something that might get thrown into my Gal setup. Just getting that jamming all the time is just easy peasy lemon squeezy right there. Cerberusmon, Holugermon, the Poromon, Cherubimon X Antibody. Very cool with the alliance there. Excellent looking card. And we got the Louis Iwata card. That is an important kind of tamer to have in here. The ability to play the big Ukomon. The Ukomon looks like it's going to be a very important card going forward. A kind of speed hatching ability to get a lot of cards out rather quickly. It looks to be part of the meta going forward. So we get a Kilomon, Togemugamon, Harpymon, and Kilomon, the Thunderflame Crusher, Patamon. That's definitely something that will be usable for me. Upamon. While this Digimon has 2 or more colors, it gains Blocker. Yeah, this Upamon card is going to be something that is played heavily in my Mastamon deck. To be honest, that's going to be something I'm thinking about. Beastly Storm, Dance of Affection. The Grand Kawagamon Ace, which is going to be an important card for the Tyrant Kabuterimon setup. That is an important card to have. And the Demon Wolf of the Demon Wolf of the Castle of Nine Wolves. That is a stinking mouthful. As the SOC option card right there. And here we go into the last pack of what was the first box. We have Divemon, Publimon, Runnermon, Tempomon, Angemon, which has the blocker, Zethmon, Zemsamon, Doru Gray, Magna, Angemon. That is a sweet artwork. Tell you what. All of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, 3 Great Angels, gain blocker. Yeah, there's just so many things for yellow support in here that are going to be so nice. Not only for my Mastamon, but for yellow vaccine stuff too. There's a lot of stuff. Cerberusmon, Arukenimon, and Mummymon, which is the big tamer in the new Malamyotis setup. Being able to drop these Myotis Aces out here like for pretty cheap is pretty cool effect. And then I get a Vikemon Ace. I can't think of a better SR to pull right there for myself personally. Love me some Vikemon. It's pretty well known in here how much I like to have Zudomon and that sort of stuff in there. And Vikemon definitely hits well. So we have the ability here of Digivolving 2 on one of your opponent's Digimon, and then none of their Digimon with 1 or fewer Digimon or Digivolution cards can suspend, and delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 1 or fewer Digivolution cards when you attack. Cool SR card there. No alts yet, nothing special. I think when you're pulling something from, this is a retail thing, you're not really expecting to get a lot of that sort of stuff. You'd be honestly surprised to get one out of there. It's not impossible, obviously, as we get Siakumon, the new Stingmon with Retaliation, and the on-play when Digivolving, suspending an opponent's Digimon. That's a super important one for the Imperial setup. Dorimon, Ukomon, which this is going to be a big time important card going forward. This is such an important card for a lot of decks. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You get to add a Digimon card or tamer among them to the hand and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then you can hatch your breeding area. So it is a searcher. It's a searcher along with the ability to just hatch again. So you can kind of speed rush through your ability to hatch and play level 3s and just like keep Digimon pumping out. Instead of it being like an every other turn thing, it could be an every turn thing, which then means that this thing can kind of speed up the process for a lot of that stuff. And we got a Kosuke Kizukata as well. And Kosuke is X antibody and SOC trait stuff. You can definitely throw them in there. Your stuff gets piercing and blocker instead. And we go into the next pack. We got the Runnermon, Agumon, we got Arukenimon, Lynxmon, which is a Digivolve cost of 0 from Gatomon, interestingly enough. Oh, they have a Divemon, Hagurumon, Darugamon, Minamon, Terriermon, X Antibody with that beautiful artwork. So amazing looking. They got the Demi V. This is one of my favorite cards. I said this a long time ago in another video. This artwork goes crazy. I love it. Carrying his hamstick. He's just having a good old time. Got Climbon again. And a Sylphimon SR in here. Beautiful texturing of that Sylphimon SR card. Sylphimon obviously being the DNA Digivolve of Gatomon and Aquilamon. And nice. That'll be sweet. Now, that's a nice DNA Digivolve card there. Now, this has Partition, which is a new thing of whenever this thing gets broken up and Sylphimon gets deleted, you can play the sources, the level 4 sources, for free back out there, essentially. And if you DNA Digivolved, one of your opponent's Digimon gets a negative 7,000 DP, and then you could delete one of your opponent's Digimon 4,000 DP or less. So you could take an 11,000 Digimon, reduce it to 4, and then just knock that off, and there you go. And the Partition goes all the way through as the inherited effect as well. So there we go. So we got 2 packs left to kind of bag us on an alt, bag us something that goes for some serious value right there. The Pyldramon SR is the one that goes for the most right now. Is we get a Shootmon, Garudamon X, which is just gorgeous. There's a lot of support for that Sora line. It's just a lot of support stuff. So we get another Louis again. And a Goldramon X. Goldramon is a very interesting card. It's a card that's getting a lot of cards lately. Definitely being pushed a little bit. And we get our last pack of this stuff as it goes. We get the Mantaraymon, Publimon, the amazing looking Armadillomon card, XVmon, Sealsdramon, Tankdramon, Mad Leo, the Invincible Dragon Insect Fusion. This is a very, very good one. It allows 2 of your Digimon to DNA Digivolve into your hand. It also gains blocker, but from security, you play a worm or a V from the trash without paying the cost. And this is very similar. The advent of Ancient Steel Angel. You can play an Ankylamon or an Angemon from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon can DNA Digivolve. The same thing with the other one where you can play an XV or a Sting. This one allows you to recovery +1. Gatomon, important card for my new Mastermon going forward, the Barrier. As we get the Demon Wolf of the Castle again. And we get a Shroudmon in here as well. Very cool looking card here on the Shroudmon, and that is the last card of the batch here. So we pulled 3 SRs out of 8 packs. Like, that's honestly, if you're talking like a normal booster box hit rate, like that's pretty good actually. Now, Pulsemon, or Shroudmon is meant to be with a Pulsemon deck, but it's definitely something you can use in a Mastermon setup. If you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 7,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer, you can delete one of their unsuspendeds. All turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area by an opponent effect. If you have 3 or more, by trashing the top card for security, prevent it from leaving, and on deletion, recovery +1 until there are 3 securities in your deck. So, pretty great card late game to be able to use inside your deck. So that is our first opening of Bt-16 stuff. If you like what you saw today, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I do want to get some Bt-16 stuff coming in, but man, oh man, those booster boxes are crazy high right now. There's so much hype going into this set, more than any other set that we've had in a very, very long time. Just in the terms of like high-end cards that are in there, just in terms of the amount of meta stuff that's in there. There is a lot of really, really, really high-end good stuff inside of those boxes, but they have been trickling down in price, and I'm trying to be a little bit patient in there, but I do got some Bt-15 coming in. We'll open those up next time on Digi Destination. We'll talk to you later. Bye.